Damien and I have just done a load of stuff to our local tip and we are at the tip shop. I wanted to show you some things that you can get. They're really great bargains and perfect for your cats because you don't want to get new things because you're going to wreck them. So if you're on a budget and you want to find some things for your cats, pop into your local tip shop. Let me show you what we found. Here we have some old chairs. They're plastic chairs. They're really good because there's no bits where they can get stuck. As long as they're in good condition and not going to break. These chairs are super cheap. And these stools here as well, metal stools, these are great for cats to jump up on things in their cat pens. These are all $3 each. And they're on the way out, but you wouldn't use them in your home. But for things like your cats, if you need something for your cats to jump up on to get into a shelf or something like that, or just to be able to sit on as a perch, they're great. But the chairs are really good too because they're hosed down easy and you can just chuck them if they get yucky. These little drying racks for your cat bedding, $3 each. We are excited because we have just thrown one of these away, which is the cart that I use for my litter, and I'll fill that up with my litter and then I'll chuck it on the garden. But this is $12, so we could get this to replace the one that we've just chucked away. But I am noticing that the wheels are a bit perished on it, so we're going to have a bit of a look and see whether it would be worth it. But it's $12. New, they're, you know, I think the new one we have isn't a couple of $100. I can't remember how much these ones were, but for putting cat litter in to dump out in the garden, perfect. Some little benches there. These would be cool to put in the cat pens. They are just wooden benches. You know, if they're only a little bit of money, they're worthwhile just grabbing. And again, when they get knackered, when the cats have actually had a big go at them and they're wrecked, you can just bring them back to the tip. They have lots of these tables, which are no good to us, but there's also sometimes little small tables, little side tables, and they're very handy as well. These plastic chairs, I love these. We have a lot of these and I've bought them new, but you can also get them here secondhand and they are dirt cheap, literally dirt cheap. They get lots of them and sometimes you can get ones that are matching. So if you had a couple of different cattery pens, you can get a set here and have them matching, which is really cool. Lots of lawnmowers and bikes, which we don't need, but something that might be useful to you is kids play equipment. This is another area where you can find things that your cats can enjoy. Just having a look over here, and I'm noticing that there's some of these little baby plastic chairs. We have got them before. They're really cute, and you can use them in your cat pens and the cats can jump up and sit on them and they really like them. It just sometimes, you know, this is all a bit of junk, but sometimes you might find something in there that's going to be something that you can use for your situation based on how you're keeping your cats. We also have a section for pet products. And you can sometimes pick up, oh, this is a travel boxes from when animals have come from overseas. And if you can get them when they're new, they make really great cubbies for your cats. Take the door off and turn them into a cubby in their pens. We've used them before when we've had cats come over. There's lots of cages. You can get cat carriers. Obviously give them a really good clean, but sometimes they're pretty new. People have got cats and for whatever reason they no longer have that cat and they'll get rid of their stuff. A lot of it is horrible, but also you've got things like bowls and things here for them, bedding, beds and cages, and you can even pick up cat show cages. I know because we just dropped one off that was broken. Buying cat scratchers, depending on the condition and if you can get them clean and if you can do them with F10 or something to make sure you're not bringing any bacterial spores, they're really great too. Now this section is really interesting too because if you are doing anything to build structures for your cats, you will need building materials and you can get some things really cheap at the tip shop. So they have here, they have a pricing key for the sheets of tin. It's like $9 for this size and $12 for that size. So it's really cheap. Some of them have got a little texture mark on them saying how much they are, and if you're not too fussed about colours and things, you can probably even find matching colours. You've also got over here, we have paving. So if you need paving for the base of your pens, they've got them really cheap here as well. These pavers have a little guide up here. So people bring in their leftover pavers or pavers when they pull them up for something. And you know, these pavers here are 50 cents for those ones. Those ones are $1. The larger ones over here are $2. This is really great value. It's way cheaper than you would pay if you paid for them new. And once you've hit them with a, you know, once you've cleaned them and maybe hit them with a pressure cleaner, they're just all clean. They're all new. They're like new. Some of them are new. So that's the pavers. You see everybody waiting here to go into the tip because it's a hot day today and it's going to close at lunchtime. You've also got limestone blocks if you need any of them for building. But there's a lot of building materials that you can use when you're putting your pens together. And then you've also got things over here like panels. So you've got fence panels. We've got some mesh panels, mesh that you can use, mesh sheets. I'm all for using stuff and recycling stuff to use when you're making structures for your cats. Some nice gate panels there. I'm also always on the hunt for things for my vegetable garden that I can use to do things like run beans up. So I'm looking for that. You've got actually pet panels here as well. And over here, something that we need to get, but we wouldn't necessarily be getting it here because it won't be the right size. But you've got insulated panel sheets there, which would be good. If you had just one pen that you were doing, you could have this piece here, $3. This piece here would actually do for a roofing section in the cubby section of a cat pen. So there's some bargains to be had there because they're a lot more expensive to buy new. You've also got wood and doors over here. If you were making a pen, you could use some of the screen doors as being the doors to the pens. And there's one there for $10. Lots of great prices there too. So that's just to give you some ideas of what you can do. Look at this. This is like a full-on door section there. You could put mesh on that. You could put some netting behind that, and you've got the front of a cat pen, cat room. That's a little bit of a look at our local tip shop. We are going to get coffee now. It's a hot day. We might even get an iced coffee. Do you think we get iced coffee, Dan?
Yeah, definitely.
So if you have a local tip shop, just go in there when you're dropping stuff off, or you can even come in when you don't have stuff, and even just to get those chairs, absolute bargains and really good for stuff that you don't really want it to be too nice because your cats are probably going to wreck it. Okay, bye for now.